So it's been a while since I've made my first $300 gaming PC, and I've had some really entertaining memories with my first $300 PC, which was the Conor McGregor one. Kinda blew up. I got some really good views, better than I used to have. Like I had like 50 subscribers at a time, I don't know. So yeah, maybe that would be a reminder for you to subscribe. Yeah, I really liked it. I really had a ton of fun. There are a lot of changes between this PC and the PC I made a year before for $300. Maybe not the same specs, maybe not the same power, but yeah, this one in terms of graphical power is more faster, of course, but it's based on used and new parts, so you cannot get a $300 gaming PC and gives you a decent performance if you're not willing to sacrifice. And I sacrificed the new parts thing, you know, because you know there are still some major shakeups to happen. You know, the GTX 1100 series will drop in August, and the 1160 will drop in October, and 1160 will be equivalent to a GTX 1070 or 1080, I believe, somewhere in the hood. So yeah, this PC will give you a really good performance, not the performance you'd have from a GTX, you know, 1100 series again, but yeah, it's good for the price, and you'll not find a close competitor anytime soon. So if you went to get this gaming PC like a month or two from now, you get the same thing. So yeah, it's kind of more long lasting than others. Now, as I said, it was used parts. So for the whole desktop, I went for a used i5 PC for $110. It's got 8GB of DDR3 RAM and i5 2nd gen 2400, which is equivalent to Ryzen 3 1200. You can check the benchmarks. Will it bottleneck? Maybe a little, but not a huge bottleneck. I mean, it will keep you running. You will play the games with those 120 frames per second, for example, at 1080p low settings. You get the same performance you will get from a Ryzen 3 1200. So yeah, if you're looking for those high FPS in the competitive games, you'll get them. Maybe not as good as like an 8th gen i5, but for $300 you get what you're paying for, and even more. You can go for high resolution and get a 60 frames per second, but I understand the people who are looking for that 200 frames in Fortnite, for example. Yeah, and 8GB of RAM is all what you need. I cannot remember the hard drive. I believe it's a 1TB hard drive or 500GB one. Either way, if you went for the 500 gigs one, then get a 1TB hard drive or an SSD. But if you're a fan, you can get a 1TB hard drive. If you're not a fan, get an SSD and have faster boot times. That's in my opinion. And yeah, there isn't much else to say. You have to change the power supply, and you're looking at like a 500 watt power supply, because the GPU doesn't drain a lot of power. So the CPU board, DDR3 RAM combo, like it does not drain power, even though it's old gen desktop, but it's not that power hungry, not like the LGA 775 socket, for example. If you don't know about the LGA 775, it's like the first gen quad core CPUs, the core to quad CPUs and the core to duo CPUs. If you don't know that, you don't have to actually. And yeah, it gets the job done for $110, and like another $25 for the power supply. Seems like a good deal to me, and it will be for you. You can get a PC equivalent to that, but make sure you get a full-fledged tower PC and not like a small form factor PC, because you'll not be having the best looking setup in the world. You can get it with some modding, but it's not convenient, or else you'll need to change the case. But if you are a beginner like me and you don't know how to put parts in a case, then yeah, get a desktop, a full tower desktop. It doesn't have to be a full tower ADX case. If it's a mini micro ADX tower, then it's okay. All you need to do is change the power supply and add in the GPU. So for the GPU, we're looking at a GTX 1060 3GB model used for $175. Now I saw better deals for 3GB model brand new, but I couldn't find anyone right now. So if you're familiar with good deals on the GTX 1060, just buy it right away, because it's a good GPU, provides you really great 1080p 120 frames per second, for example, in the FPS competitive games. Because you know, I'm a gamer and I'm telling you what I'll play. I don't play like those single player campaign really looking good games, you know. And the CPU is clocked at 2.5 GHz. You can turbo it up to 2.8. I believe it's not overclockable, so you don't need to change the cooler because you're not overclocking, you know. Speaking of the GPU, it's great, it's cool, it's for $175. If you don't want to get the used GTX 1060 because of the crypto mining shit, and maybe the GPU will not last because it's been used for mining before, you don't have to. You just wait and you'll find some really good deals on the GTX 1060s. They'll come, you just have to wait. Even on the brand new ones, like this used GTX 1060 deal, in my opinion, is overpriced. A 3GB 1060 for a good deal can be easily got for like $150. So yeah, I'll leave you with some benchmarks. As you're looking right now, we're looking at Overwatch, for example. You're getting a crazy 200 frames per second. Maybe not the same CPU, but this is like a look at the GPU performance. So yeah, Overwatch 1080p low settings, I believe you're getting 200-ish frames per second. Maybe you'll not reach the same frame rates with the i5 2400, but you are in the neighborhood, you know. And Fortnite, of course, you'll get like 200 again frames per second. Battlefield 1, you'll get that 120. I think you'll not get it, but maybe at medium you'll be there. Like really, there will be a CPU bottleneck that you'll not expect in some games, so I apologize if that's a major bummer. You can upgrade to something like an i7 if it's available for a cheap price, but I couldn't find it. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. If you found this video helpful, and I think it is, please subscribe. This is the only thing I get from making these videos, your subscription, your like button that you press. I don't get any money from either affiliate links or monetization. That's why I'm using the background, like copyright striked music, because I don't get monetized. So that's kind of a pro and a con at the same time, but I'm enjoying it right now. So yeah, thank you for watching. I share this video for someone who wants to get a $300 gaming PC. This is an easy to build $300 gaming PC, in my opinion. Pretty sure some of you could do better. See you in the next one, and peace.